This is like a romantic action sci-fi horror film. It's so much, but it's so damn good. 2 highly trained operatives are appointed to post to guard a tower on the opposite ends of a vast and highly classified gorge, protecting the world from a mysterious evil that lurks within. They work together to keep the secrets in the gorge. Let me be clear, that premise is incredibly vague and probably intentionally done so. I'll touch on a few things in greater detail during the whole plot breakdown, but in rapid fire, the chemistry between Miles Teller and Anna Taylor-Joy, the third act, the 3-genre film, it mostly works. The SCP influence in this film is real, especially the analog horror in the third act. It's not always top-notch, but this is, for the most part, a good movie. The first act lends to the idea of an action spy film with 2 notable snipers being recruited by their respective governments for a top-secret mission. The one other thing they have in common is that no one will miss them. Levi has no family, no real companion, as he is haunted by his nightmares. Draza only has her father, but you find out pretty early on, well, he'll be dead soon. They are both broken, and I wonder how they'll fill that void. Oh wait! But first, an explanation. Jasper, the guy Levi is replacing, fills him in on one long game of telephone. Their job is to keep whatever is in the gorge, in the gorge. One person from the west, one from the east. Jasper believes it's the gate to hell. They are to maintain no contact. There are other security measures, but the main rule is do not fall in love. On her birthday, Draza and Levi finally share a drink and have contact and become fast friends. Especially after fighting off waves of, I thought they were demons, but they look like tree people to me. As time passes, their romance really does begin to blossom and they eventually meet. Sure, it's a little awkward, but it's also a little cute. Levi shaves and Draza makes him rabbit pie. It turns out he also wrote her a poem. They dance, they talk, they kiss, and they hold hands. Yeah, that's the word we're gonna go with. Their romance is seemingly solidified when Levi tells Draza, "I love you." But that's when the third act really kicks in, and we go from a loving romance to all-out action when Levi is sent plummeting down into the gorge with Draza in pursuit, with a loadout that would rival most Call of Duty soldiers 30 rounds in to zombies. And you know what I'm talking about. And that's when the action really does take center stage, uncovering the mystery of what caused this place to be, the way it is. Let's be clear, it's not the gate of hell, but perhaps our eventual extinction. They uncover that these creatures are the result of experiments, but also the monsters are former soldiers that got trapped in the gorge and mutated. Also former scientists. It turns out that there is an evil corporation that's responsible for everything and trying to do research for super soldiers. That's when the SCP horror elements really kick in. From a Venus human flytrap tree thing, to wooden soldiers, to skull spider monsters, to this ugly and truly grotesque being. These things just need to die. After various action set pieces, Draza and Levi get back to the surface and agree to quarantine for 5 days. On day 6, they all run. But that's when government boogie woman Sigourney Weaver comes a knocking to have them both killed. They blow up the gorge and rendezvous in Paris. Now, I've seen a lot of hate for this movie, and I'm not saying it's not without merit, but hear me out. What movie does this remind you of? Exactly. This movie is, for the most part, original. I can't think of another movie that's too similar. And shouldn't that be celebrated? Yes, there are plot holes the size of a Michael Bay movie, but yes, Draza has one of those hook thingies. She just happens to have it the whole time and doesn't mention it till Miles Teller has to, go back to his side. And, why not have multiple guards or shift changes every 6 months on a 6-month rotation? And why not have more supplies? But, just shut up and enjoy the ride. It's a non-reboot, non-sequel movie. I think the biggest thing that would have changed would have been that there be no evil company with a super soldier project, but instead, simply a mistake that Levi and Draza destroy, and then they go on the run together. There's also a number of green screen issues that are quite, frankly, egregious, but it's not a hill I'm willing to die on. This movie is not high cinema, but it's very entertaining. It's like, look, not every meal can be a 16-ounce New York strip steak with potatoes and broccoli, right? Sometimes you get a greasy burger. But hot damn if that burger still isn't good. This is a popcorn movie through and through. It's not a sign of disrespect, but a badge of honor. This film, for me at least, it's going to be a 6 out of 10. As far as things I would have fixed, just take out the evil company, have it be an honest mistake, and go from there. We didn't need the whole super soldier idea. I feel like that's kind of unnecessary. That said, let us know. What did you think of this film? Let us know down below. We greatly appreciate it. Please like and subscribe. And yeah, catch y'all next time. See you, everybody.